Hello ladies and gents, I'm DK86, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about the PlayStation 5 September event which went on today, where Sony finally released the price of the PS5, the full fat version and the digital edition, and the release dates for the US, Canada, etc. and the rest of the world. So we've got a lot to talk about. So the first thing I want to show you, well, the reason why most of you are probably here, is when the hell is this console coming out. And finally, I can tell you that this console is releasing on November 12th. That's in the US, Japan, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand and South Korea. And on November 19th is the rest of the world apart from China. So there you go, there's your news. And you can finally rest easy that the PS5 is coming in November. But how much will it cost? Got that information as well. So the PS5 full fat version is $499 in the US. That matches the Xbox Series X price, which is also £449 here in the UK. And the digital edition comes in at $399.99 in the US and £359.99 here in the UK. That is compared to £249 for the Series S in the UK and $299 in the US for the Series S again. I think it's a good price. It's a decent middle ground, especially for the digital edition. I think that's the one that most people will buy, but you will be missing out on the 4K UHD Blu-ray drive, which is a bit of a shame because you won't be able to buy physical copies of discs. I know some people prefer those, so for those people the price will be $499.99 and £449.99 here in the UK. I think the digital edition is priced quite well. I think that's a good price. The full fat version I think should have been lower. I think it should have been $450 and £400 in the UK. I think that would have been a lot smarter, especially because for the same price, if you're talking about hardware only, I'm not getting into games or fanboyism here, but when you look at the hardware for the PS5 and the Series X, it's a little bit surprising that the PS5 is priced at the same point as the Series X when the hardware isn't as, let's say, powerful as the Series X. But that's a story for another video. There you go, those are the prices. But right now I want to talk about the games that they showcased in this event that they had today. The event went on for about 45 minutes. It was good. It wasn't bad at all. There are a few things we need to discuss, namely we need to talk about exclusivity of these games, because a lot of the things that they showed, and they did show a good amount, but a lot of the stuff that they showed was very much PlayStation 5 console exclusive, but then there's always like small print, and I think people need to be aware of that. Especially because this sort of advertising can affect people's buying decisions, so it's best to keep you informed. Again, I'm not saying don't buy the PS5. If that's your thing, go and buy it, be happy. Gaming is gaming. Obviously I'm an Xbox guy, so I'll be buying the Series X, but it's nice to discuss what others are doing in the industry as well. So first up, the first thing that they showed was captured on PC emulating PS5 Performance, and of course it was Final Fantasy 16. Now I know a lot of people have lost their shit because this game is super hyped. Everyone loves Final Fantasy, and the big thing, the big reveal during the live stream at least, said PlayStation 5 console exclusive, and it didn't, I don't think it said anything else, which I think was kind of disingenuous, because when you go on the YouTube video of Final Fantasy 16 and go right to the end of it, it says PlayStation 5 console exclusive, not available on other platforms for a limited time after release on PS5. So I can confirm that Final Fantasy 16 is in fact a timed PlayStation exclusive and not an actual exclusive. So there you go. Next up, everything else from this point forward was captured on PS5, on the actual hardware, not PC. So that was nice to see. And the next game that we had was, of course, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. We thought that this was going to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive, but it's not. It's also coming to PS4, so for you guys that aren't upgrading just quite yet, you can play Miles Morales on your PS4. What else did they say about Miles Morales? Okay, the game takes place a year after events of the first game. The gameplay does look really good. It looks like it's running at 30 frames per second. Make of that what you will. As long as it's 4K 30, that's not too bad, I guess. Would have liked to see 4K 60 on this game, but we can't have everything. At least you guys are getting Spider-Man, so there's that, and us Xbox fans can go cry in a corner somewhere, I guess. It's coming holiday 2020 to PS5 and PS4. So there you go, there's your news about Spider-Man Miles Morales. Next up, we had a Warner Brothers game, by Avalanche. It looks like a Harry Potter game, and guess what? It was. It's Hogwarts in the late 1800s. It's a Harry Potter prequel, and it's called Hogwarts Legacy. It's coming to PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and Series S next year. So coming next year, 2021. I'm actually excited for this game. I am a Harry Potter fan. Harry Potter being here in the UK. But yeah, Harry Potter's cool. No problems with it. This game looks fun. It looks interesting. So I will be picking this one up. Next up, we have Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Again, another multi-platform game. Judging by people's reaction in the live chat during the live stream, people weren't too impressed with this. They said it looks like a current gen game. And yeah, they would be right, because it's coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. This game is a bit of a slut, and it's going to be everywhere. The multiplayer alpha is coming to PS4 only, so yeah, you're welcome, PS4 fans. Sony paid for this, so enjoy it. It's going to last for 3 days, I think. And it starts this Friday, so be sure to download that and let us know what that's like, because we won't be playing it. The beta will be available on PlayStation 5 days earlier than other formats, so there you go, PlayStation fans get some special treatment for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And the game is launching Holiday 2020, so there you go. Holiday 2020 is coming out this year. I'm not the biggest Call of Duty person, so there you go, it's coming later this year on all platforms. Next up, we have Resident Evil 8. We already knew this was coming. It's coming in 2021 to PS5, Series X, Series X, and PC on Steam. 2021 says that it's tentative, so it might spill over onto 2022. But this game, of course, like every Resident Evil game, looks pretty damn amazing. So be sure to check this one out. It looks great. Next up, we have Deathloop. A lot of websites were saying that this game is coming to the Series X as well, and it's a timed exclusive for the PS5. But looking at it now, there's no mention of Xbox on the official website, so I don't know if that's changed. I don't know if it is going to come to any Xbox platforms, but all we do know about it right now is that it's some sort of assassination game. It looks pretty cool. I don't know too much about it, but it is coming to the PlayStation 5 in Q2 of 2021, so March onwards next year. So that's Deathloop. They also announced Devil May Cry Special Edition, which is available at launch on PS5. If you're a fan and you want to play it again, go ahead. It's coming at launch on PS5, so there you go. Let's talk about something a little bit more interesting though. Oddworld Inhabitants had an announcement to make. Oddworld Soulstorm is coming to PS4, PS5 and PC. It did say PlayStation console exclusive again, but it's also coming to other platforms, other consoles, namely the Xbox Series S and X. But it is a console timed exclusive for PS4 and PS5, but it will also be on PC, so there you go. Abe is back, and that's always exciting because Abe freaking rocks. Coming up straight after that, they showed off Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Again, it came up with a big logo at the end saying PlayStation console exclusive, PS4 and PS5. It's also coming to PC, but it is a timed exclusive for PlayStation, well, for consoles anyways, for 3 months. So it's a PlayStation exclusive for 3 months, but it will also be on PC on day one by the looks of it. So if you're a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's, that's another one that you can pick up. Xbox fans will just have to wait 3 months. Sony flashing that cash. That's all I can say. What's up next? Japan studio, Bluepoint Games, and this game looks interesting. Everyone kind of guessed what it was in the chat while they were showing it off. Of course, it was Demon's Souls. This game looks good. Like graphically, it really did look quite impressive. It reminded me of Rise Son of Rome, like the kind of effect that had when it was first shown off for the Xbox One way back, like 8 years ago or whatever it was. But yeah. Looks solid. Demon's Souls, PlayStation exclusive, again shown as a big banner at the end of the live stream showing this game off. But of course, when you go to YouTube and look at the actual video for the game, it says not available on other consoles for a limited time, but it's also coming to PC, so there you go. It's console timed exclusive for PS5, but it will be coming to the X and the S. We don't know when, but it is coming, so it's timed exclusive again. Then for some reason they showed off Fortnite. I don't know why. Fortnite is another one of those games that's on everything, you know, unless you're on iOS. And it's coming to PS5 at launch. I'm sure it'll be everywhere whenever any system launches, because Fortnite is just all about that cash. But yeah, there you go. And finally, there was something else. So I'll talk about the something else first, the one more thing. And that one more thing was God of War that's finally been announced. They're calling it God of War Ragnarok. God of War is an awesome game. The last one was absolutely incredible. So seeing that there's a sequel coming up, we all knew it was coming, we just didn't know when, but it's coming 2021 and it's called God of War Ragnarok. So enjoy that when it arrives. I'll watch Jacksepticeye play it on YouTube, I guess. And finally, let's talk about PlayStation Plus, the collection. Now this looks like a teeny weeny mini Game Pass type thing, where they have selected games for the PlayStation Plus platform, namely PS4 games. They showed a whole bunch of them, like God of War. I'll have a little montage on the screen for you now so you can see what's coming. But yeah, it was a nice handful of games. And they're all included with your PlayStation Plus membership, and you can download and play them to your heart's content as long as you have a PlayStation Plus subscription that you're paying for. But yeah, it looks like if they continue with this and it grows over time into something a bit more like Game Pass, I think PlayStation fans will appreciate it. I think everything is turning into a subscription plan right now. Like, you've got Spotify for music, you've got Netflix for movies. Why not have a subscription plan for games? Of course, you've got Game Pass on the Xbox side already, which is the best deal in gaming. And if PlayStation is kind of considering doing something like that, I think it's best. Well, I think it's great for gamers everywhere, whether you're on PlayStation or not. But yeah, making games accessible to everyone is always a good thing. So this was a nice happy surprise. Anyways, to sum up, we have the PlayStation 5 launching on November 12th in US, Japan, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand and South Korea, and November 19th for the rest of the world apart from China, coming in at $499 for the full fat and $399 for the digital. And it's $449 in pounds for the full fat and $359 in pounds for digital. And that's all I have time for today. Like the video if you liked it and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm DKD6. Bye.